Made me jump, too. Ought to be a law about that. At least a signal to let you know they're going to blow the darn thing.
You said it. That's the only thing I don't like about ferry boat rides.
You travel over to Canada often, do you?
I live in Canada. I just ride to Buffalo and back to sort of cool off on hot nights like this.
It's a great idea. When I come back from my vacation, maybe I'll do the same thing.
Where are you going on your vacation?
Oh, I don't know. I've been always going out to the lakeshore, but this year I'm trying Canada. It's only across the river from Buffalo, but it seems like I'm in a foreign country, if you know what I mean.
Oh, I do. The going through customs and immigration and all.
Yeah. Say, it's gonna be sort of lonely over here in Canada, not knowing anyone. Could I call you up sometime?
Sure, if you really want to.
You bet I do. Here, write your name and phone number on the back of this letter.
All right.
I'll call you up. I will take in Crystal Beach.
Our radio play for today, Double Trouble, is based on an amazing story which will be found in next Sunday's issue of the American Weekly, that educational and entertaining magazine which is read by more people than any other publication in the world. The American Weekly is distributed with every Hearst Sunday newspaper from coast to coast.
Here we are, Greta. Crystal Beach.
Oh, yes, and I'm having a wonderful time, Chick.
Are you now? Gee, I'm glad to hear that. What do we take in next?
That.
The whip?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, if you can stand it, honey. Come on. How many tickets for this one, mister?
2 apiece.
Here you are. Go ahead. Through the turnstile, Greta. Grab that car there, honey. This is going to throw us together socially, and I don't mean perhaps. Maybe I better put my arm around you when we start.
Well, we've started.
And here goes my arm around you.
Oh, that was thrilling.
The ride? Or my arm?
Both.
I thought it was thrilling, too. Having my arm around you, I mean. Let's do it again.
Oh, my heart might stand it, but my head wouldn't. The ride, I mean.
Well, there's only one other way in which I can put my arm around you in public, and that's in here.
The dance hall. Oh, that will be nice. You're a wonderful dancer, Chick.
You think so? You're pretty special yourself.
What are you thinking, Chick?
I was just thinking what a fine time we've had these past 2 weeks. I've never had such a fine time in my life.
Honest, Chick?
Honest and true. Working hard like I do back there in Buffalo. Well, I'm too tired to go out much nights. Anyway, I don't know anybody there I'd care to go out with.
Don't you really, Chick?
I was thinking it was the luckiest night of my life when I crossed over to Fort Erie and met you on the ferry boat.
Oh, you're sweet, Chick, if you think that. I love this piece, don't you?
Yeah, but I forget how the words go.
Those girls with the orchestra standing up to sing. Listen.
If it comes my way, though I'm not so sure what I'll do or say, I'll be in love with love if love ever comes my way. I'll be so happy when love takes me by the hand, gives me that command, I will understand. Life will be glorious, one long dreamy holiday.
Peter, them's my feelings. Love's come my way. I know poet or actor. I can't say things smooth and pretty like them, but I love you, Greta.
Oh, Chick.
Listen, honey. Tomorrow I gotta be back at work. Let you and me get married tonight.
Oh, but I can't possibly.
Why not? Don't you love me?
Oh, Chick, of course I do, but...
Then there ain't no buts about it. Come on. Pack your done.
Wait, Chick. I can't possibly leave tonight. There are lots of things to be done before I can get away.
Okay. Maybe you can't get ready to come to Buffalo with me so quick. At least we can be married.
Oh, yes, Chick. There's time for that.
Swell. We'll get married tonight, and I'll come back for you just as soon as you're ready to come to the States. And listen, operator, be sure and get a good, clear line. I got a lot to say to my wife.
Hello?
Hello, honey.
Chick, where are you? I thought you were coming on the 6 o'clock ferry boat.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm calling you up about. I went over to Fort Erie on the 6 o'clock, and he wouldn't let me land.
What? Why not?
Well, listen, honey, we're talking long distance. It's a long story, and I ain't got time to go into it now.
All right, dear, but I'm all ready to leave for the States. I've given up my job and my room, and my bags are all packed waiting for you to come and get me like we planned.
Yeah, sure, I know, honey. And I'm still coming for you, even if they won't let me land.
How are you coming for me even if they won't let you land?
Listen, honey, I'm taking the 810 ferry over. Meet me on it with your stop. Bye. And when I get off the boat, Grader, there was this inspector of police standing there. The immigration guy wasn't going to stop me, but the copper pointed me out and said something to him, and then up comes the brass buttons and says, "We don't want you over here. Get back to the States and stay there."
Why, Chick? What have you done?
Oh, one weekend just before my vacation, me and some of the boys came across from Canadian Ale. We got into a little jam, but gee, I never thought the immigration guys would get wind of it. Let's forget it. They can keep their old Canada for all of me. I got the only part of it I want, sitting right here this side.
Oh, you're sweet, Chick. I'm glad you feel that way, and I'm awfully glad to see you. It seems ages since we were together.
Yeah, I know. No, we ain't going to be separated no more, honey. Our address is going to be in a good old USA from now on.
Oh, it's just going to be wonderful, Chick. Just like I've always dreamed about. My man and a little apartment and...
Oh, wait a minute, honey.
Why, Chick, darling, can't we afford a radio?
Oh, a radio. I thought you meant something else. Sure. Yeah, we can afford a radio. Now, you can have one in every room if you want. Well, almost on the other side. Won't be long now, Peter. The only foot passengers on the boat. And let me have the bag.
That inspector's motioning for us to come over to his little shanty. I guess he wants to look through my bag.
No, they examine the bags over there. And this is the immigration. Oh, it's just routine, honey. Where were you born? And, they pass you on. Might as well get it over with. Come on. I'll let them take me first.
Just a minute, please. Are you a citizen of the United States?
You betcha. Proud of it, Inspector.
Where were you born?
I knew that was coming, too. Brooklyn. And don't laugh.
Okay, buddy. You lady, are you a citizen? Well, look who's here.
Hey, wait a minute. You're talking to my wife.
I can't help that. I'm talking to the little lady we escorted across the line 6 months ago out of Montreal.
What for?
Entering the country illegally.
Rita, why didn't you tell me?
I didn't think they'd know about it down here, Chick. And I thought us being married would make a difference.
Yeah, well, sure it does, honey. Don't it, Inspector? She can come in because she's my wife, can't she? That makes her a citizen.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, we got that all fixed up. Come on, honey. Thanks, Inspector.
Hold on, buddy. Huh? I said, sure, it made your wife a citizen as far as British law goes. But Uncle Sam has deported her for illegal entry. And that means, so far as he's concerned, the little lady is still a citizen of Canada. And is going to stay that way.
Chick, what are we going to do?
Listen, Inspector, have a heart, will you? We've only been married a week. Oh, can't you give us a break?
Sorry, buddy. Rules are rules. The law says she can't come into the United States.
Oh, but listen a minute. Look at the spot we're in, will you? I got a nice little apartment over a garage, all fixed up for Greta here, see? All furnished smart by the Installment Plan Furnishing Company. There's even flower pots in all the windows with real flowers growing in them. Oh, leave me take her in, will you? You can parole her to me, Inspector.
You heard what I said. Back she goes. You have to step lively. This boat's leaving right away.
Okay, Inspector, you win.
Oh,
Come on,
Chick,
Greta.
this is awful. What are we going to do?
Don't worry, honey. I'll get you in the States, okay? This ain't the only place to get in. Well, honey, here's always put one over on that brass buttons down at the ferry boat landing.
Oh, I think you're awful smart, Chick, to think of this. It was hard luck walking into him last night.
No. Now that we know where he's stationed, we'll keep away from there. It'll be a cinch getting you past these inspectors at Black Rock.
How far is Black Rock from Buffalo?
Well, it's right in Buffalo, northern part of the city. The minute this train crosses the river, we're in the U.S. by a different door. Black Rock! Black Rock next! Well, Won't be long now, honey.
That's what you said last night.
This time it's true. We're pulling into the station now. Come on, out on the platform so you can hop right off when we stop. I'll take the bag.
Oh, Chick, I just can't wait to see our little house.
Me too, darling. Oh, holy...
Oh. What's the matter, dear? Are you ill?
Yeah, kind of. Look who's coming our way.
That horrid inspector.
Hey, I thought I said this lady can't come in the USA.
Yeah. What are you doing here?
Not that it's any of your business, but I'm substituting for a guy who's sick today. And now I'll tell you what you're doing. You're taking your wife back to Canada on this train coming now.
What are we going to do, Chick? That man is stationed every place.
Every place in Buffalo, maybe. But there's still Niagara Falls. That flatfoot can't be stationed there, too.
Isn't Niagara Falls beautiful, Chick?
Yeah. It'll look better from the American side. Walk a little faster.
Well, try, Chick. But crossing this suspension bridge makes me nervous.
Not half as nervous as I was when I came down here to cross over to meet you. But you don't have to worry, honey. I looked all the inspectors over, and our brass-button friend isn't stationed here.
Oh, honest? Gee, Chick, that's swell. It was awful smart of you to think of coming down here to Niagara Falls to cross the line.
Yeah. Kind of think so myself. We're almost across the bridge. Won't be long now, honey.
Oh, I wish you wouldn't say that, Chick. You said it twice before and we've walked into trouble.
Oh, you mean our brass-button friend? Forget him. I tell you, he's not stationed here. I looked all the inspectors over when I went across to meet you.
Yes, he may have come on duty since.
Nah, it's impossible, honey. This isn't the time they change tricks. Oh, hiya.
Who are you speaking to?
Oh, that fellow in the gray suit over there.
Oh.
Face looks familiar. Must have met him down at Pete's place.
He's crossed over to this side and he's following us.
He would. Probably wants an introduction to you. Can't think of his name. Here, walk a little faster, so as we'll be busy with that inspector down there when this guy catches up to us.
Are you a citizen of the United States, young man?
Yes, sir.
Well, where were you born?
Brooklyn, and don't laugh.
And you, young lady, where were you born?
Canada.
But she's my wife, officer.
But she's no citizen, and she's not to enter.
Yeah? Who are you?
Chick, it's that inspector in plain clothes.
Yeah, no wonder his face looked familiar.
I'm Grady from the Buffalo area, Inspector. Like I came down here on my day off. This kid's been trying for days to get this girl across. She's been deported.
Oh, well, that settles it. Back she goes.
Oh, Chick, they're going to separate us again.
How can we be together, Inspector?
I don't suppose you ever thought of going to Canada with her.
Yeah, I thought of it, but they won't let me into Canada.
Well, you are in trouble.
Yeah, double trouble. You won't let my wife in the U.S., and they won't let me into Canada. How are we ever going to see each other? We can't walk back and forth across the bridge all the rest of our lives.
No, you can't. That's true. But there's no law against you meeting on the ferry boat.
That's right.
As long as neither of you try to get off on the wrong side.
Sure, honey. I can meet you every night after work.
And the moon shines just as bright on a ferry boat as it does on the land.
This radio play, which has just been presented to you, was taken from a story which will appear in next Sunday's issue of the American Weekly, the magazine which has by far the largest circulation in the world. The American Weekly is distributed with all Hearst Sunday newspapers from coast to coast. And now we turn you over to your local announcer.
Number, please. 183, thank you. Number, please. The Railroad Depot, number 17. You're welcome. Number, please. Edwards number 134. I saw him, Mr. Gates. Line's busy. And that's why telephone girls get very nice.
So they've been rushing you, have they, young lady?
Oh, I beg your pardon. I thought it was Ethel, my girlfriend, who came in. I was expecting her.
Oh, I knew you weren't expecting me. This is one of my surprise attacks.
I don't believe I quite...
I'm Williams of the telephone company.
Mr. H.J. Williams, the president?
Yes, that happens to be the office I hold.
Oh, I'm awfully glad to meet you, Mr.
And I'm glad to meet you, Miss
Barnes. Winnie Barnes.
Oh, yes, Miss Barnes.
I hope my work's been satisfactory, Mr. Williams.
I find you extremely polite and efficient, Miss Barnes. I don't have to point out to you how to improve the switchboard service this office is rendering subscribers. You are a credit to the company, and I'm sure you'll go far.
Our radio play for today, Switchboard Service, is based on a thrilling story which will be found in next Sunday's issue of the American Weekly, that educational and entertaining publication which is read by more people than any other publication in the world. This remarkable magazine is distributed with every Hearst Sunday newspaper from coast to coast.
Number, please. 226. Are you calling Steve Miller? His phone's been temporarily disconnected. No, he's paid his bill all right. He's on a vacation. All right, Mr.
Hello, Miss Barnes.
Hello, Rico. How's the spaghetti business today?
And the spaghetti is fine. But the telephone is no good.
The telephone's no good. Oh, what's the matter with it, Rico?
You ask me what's the matter with him, and that's just what I come up with to ask you. I pick up with the receiver, nothing happened. I check for the hook, nothing happened. So I come up here to make sure something happened.
All right, Rico. I'll send a troubleshooter down to your restaurant as soon as he comes in.
You're going to send the troubleshooter? Listen, please, Mr. Barnes, I got a whole bunch of trouble right now without some fella coming down to my place to shooting you some more around, please.
You don't understand, Rico. We call our repairman the troubleshooter. He'll keep your trouble away.
Okay. Excuse it, please. I don't understand the first time.
Number, please. 182. I mean 182.
Look, when are you going to come down to Rico's for nice spaghetti and ham, Miss Barnes?
Well, I can't say that off, Rico. I'm going to try to make it real soon. Maybe I can arrange it for the next dinner date I have.
Ah, that's wonderful, Miss Barnes. Rick will be very glad to see you. He fixed everything special for you.
He's a-coming right over Clearbrook, Winnie. He ain't be here any minute.
Who are you talking about, Nosy? He'll be here in a minute.
Oh, that aviator fella. That's who I'm talking about. For heaven's sake, who'd be coming over Clearbrook but an aviator in his flying machine?
Do you mean Ted Carlisle, the round-the-world flyer?
That's who.
Oh, but he's been reported lost. He hasn't been sighted for 24 hours.
Well, he's been sighted now. He's... listen. Open that window, Rico. He's coming like a bat out of... Open the window. Can't you understand English? No, we don't want to miss seeing him. And there he is. See his big silver flying machine? He's going around in circles.
Maybe he's looking for a place to come down. And the Cristo, she's beautiful. Like you, Miss Barnes.
Oh, Rico. Oh, isn't that plain lovely? Are you sure it's Ted Carlisle, maybe?
Of course I'm sure. The wit tailor up the garage says it is, and he ought to know. He says he'd know that engine hum anywhere. Hey, where are you going, Winnie?
I'm going to call Mine City and tell them that he's all right.
What a man. What a man that's a Ted Carlisle. All alone without nobody with him. He's to fly around the world.
You said it.